So, like, as a realtor right now,
Mhm.
what would you say is your primary assignment?
I feel that if you go to my page, I rarely talk about come and buy.
Mm,
Everything is just about educating because they need to know what they are buying. It's not like you are going to the supermarket to go and buy ice cream.
mm.
Okay, you need to know what you are buying. So my main aim is to educate, and then when I educate, I won't even be the one that will tell you to come and buy.
You be
They'll
the
be the
one
one
to
to say,
calm
I
yourself.
need to
Yeah.
get this thing. I need to get it. It is very, very important for me. Yeah, so that is it.
Mm.
If there's one thing that excites me about our current world, it is the shift in the profession a lot of people used to crave for or think about as the only thing that can ever happen to them in the world. I mean, we moved from the point where we always have people become lawyers, engineers, doctors, accountants, and that's all about it, right? So a time where we have so many job description, job profession that a lot of people are beginning to tilt towards, and that excites me as a person because it means that there is no limit to what we can become or think about as individuals. And one of such profession that we currently have that is shaking the world right now is realtor. I'm sure you're wondering who are these people? They are the people that sell the houses and the lands that you are all craving to own right now because we're in a world where that part of craving, that part of our want has taken over. Everybody wants to own the land, everybody wants to buy a house, and we have people who link you up to those kind of things. And those people, they're the people that are currently balling. They are making the money. If you are not a realtor right now, it's like you are not even in the
You
world
don't
at
even
all.
know what's going on.
In fact, I myself I qualify as one as you are looking at me like that because everybody's selling house and land. The commissions are always really huge. And I tell you that that is not only one profession a lot of young people are delving into, it's also one that is very profitable and it takes us from that line of doing just one thing as we used to have it in the past. But again, on the Yaya Talk today, we are going to delve into not just the profession, but delve into the aspect where lots of young people seem to be sitting on this table comfortably and it feels like they are settling into this world with no drama
No
or
drama,
with no
exactly.
force at all. They just find love for it and they're doing it really well. We're talking about Gen Z routers today, the emergence of Gen Z routers in Nigeria, across Africa, and of course the world at large. And how they are doing, how they even found love for this thing in the
Then I
first
find
place,
love.
and how they are doing so well to the point that young people, they're not just making the money, they're living the life.
Hmm.
All these and more is what we're going to talk about on the show. My name is Moya. This is the Yaya Talk podcast, and I have my six on the
Yo, yo, yo,
show.
yo, yo!
The
Midday
ever
in the
smiling.
building, ever smiling, ever
Uh-huh.
glowing.
Uh-huh.
Favorite screen diva, M to the I to the D to the E. You
That's
can
one
call me
you. Wrap
Midday.
it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, nigga.
Guys, together, you know that will bring you interesting conversation. And today we are showing you possibilities because, again, like I said, we've moved away from that world where it's if you're not a lawyer, you're a doctor. If you're not a doctor, you're an engineer. If you're not an engineer, you're what is an accountant. Yeah,
Accountant.
so it's four, all
Yeah.
four. That's all
No,
the
it's
all
not accountant, it's banker.
banker. That's all our parents wanted us to become. But now the world has really shifted. People are dancers, they are disc
DJs,
jockey, they
yeah.
are VJs. There's
Media
a lot of J's
presenters,
in the news
newscasters,
right now.
and now
Yeah.
realtors.
Yeah,
Yes.
realtors, they are people who take that as an actual job. That is their job. Who are these people? You get to know them in a little bit because we
Moyo.
have a guest in the
You
studio.
see, before we introduce our guest, can you see
Yeah.
how she has been smiling since?
She's-
Since you
oh,
mentioned that money is coming.
you
Since
know?
you mentioned that money has been that is entering the bank account. She has just been smiling to
they,
confirm
they like
to
money.
confirm what you were saying.
They
That
like
true,
money.
I am loaded.
Hey, those people, realtors, they don't
Mom,
joke with their money. I
how
can
you
testify to
doing?
that.
You can testify, and you've not
Hey,
spoiled me
I
yet.
deal with them.
You've not
No, I
spoiled
not
me
say I'm the
with
one making the
money.
money. I say I can testify to
You
the
can't.
fact that they
But
like
is he
money.
entering your account?
We thank the let's just give God all the glory. Let's thank the Lord for life. We are getting there.
Amen. Faith, how are you?
Welcome to the show, Faith.
Are
The
you
Gen
feeling
Z router.
comfortable? Because we did all of that to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I am actually.
You
When I
are,
got here, I was a bit tense.
but now you're.
Now I'm okay.
You did a good job. You did a good job.
Nobody does it better. Nobody does it. But Faith, it's good to have you on the show. Is it okay to call you the Gen Z router?
Yeah, it's fine by me.
Okay, so tell us, what is it about that profession and what makes it exciting, basically?
Okay. I started the whole real estate stuff. That was last year, January. And um a brand came to my school, Lagos State University,
Right.
to come talk about how we can make money as students,
Mm.
okay, and also as realtors. And I was actually interested
Mm.
because this real estate stuff, when I was a kid, I've always loved anything lands and building. So I was
Right.
like, okay, let's see this. So I signed up, and from then up to this point, it has been a very, very, I wouldn't say only tough because it has been exciting as well.
Mm.
When I started, it was also tough, but along the line, because I'm being consistent with what I'm doing, I started seeing the result I wanted to see. And I would say that I've not even started yet.
Hey,
It's
that's
like they
it.
never see me
Coming.
coming.
Cha, 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 cha.
I
Oh,
love
coming.
it.
But again, you mentioned Lagos State University. You're my own girl because we've got the same alma mater. But tell me, what course are you studying in school, and how did your parents take it when you told them, it's like me, I found the love of my life? Oh.
All right, so I'm in 300 level,
Okay.
chemistry.
Okay. What's an opposite? Oh no.
Like, it's far. Oh, no, far,
What's an
far, far.
opposite is an understatement. Whenever it's like they were never even meant to know each other.
Is that at a point, parents started to accept the fact that their children cannot be in just those four professions we're talking about. So they started accepting how, okay, if you don't get medicine, you do chemistry or physics
Or biology.
or biology or microbiology.
Yeah.
They started accepting that. It was hard for them to accept, though, but they shall want their children to go to school, so they started accepting. Then that if you're not going to do lawyer, you probably do history
Mm.
or philosophy. They started accepting it. If you cannot do accounting, you start doing industrial management and relations and all the stuff. It was tough.
Yeah.
Now imagine that they try to accept that part of it. That, okay, if your child does not fall in this category, it will fall in a class, classification.
Obviously.
It's still part of it. But these children, I say, no, that one is not enough. We now want to fall in the one that is not even classified together at all. Because how are you
exactly,
moving from
chemistry
chemistry
to being
to
a
being a
realtor?
realtor?
Like, where did that love even develop from? Because because when we talk about Gen Zs,
Mm.
personally, do okay. I'm, I might.
You're not
I'm-
there. Don't, yeah, you're not. Don't try
I
to
don't
claim
like
what
it.
you're not.
Okay,
Agbantare.
but I'm like their senior sister. Yes,
Mm.
as a senior sister of the Gen
Gen
Z
Zs.
Association. Like, so usually when I hear Gen Z, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, content creators, go getters, basically anything that has to do with the internet and social media. So that's what whenever somebody tells me I'm a Gen Z, so in my head, like, your line of work, even if you tell me you're a medical doctor, in my head I'm like, that one, you probably just studied that for paper. But like in real life, you're probably a YouTube content creator somewhere, an
Yeah.
influencer, bagging deals and stuff, which is amazing. So when I heard about you and I saw the Gen Z Realtor,
Realtor.
that's your name, right?
Facing Gen Z roots.
Yeah, the Gen Z Realtor. I'm like, Gen Z, a realtor. When I hear about real estate and I hear about realtors, I'm like just expecting people.
Older people.
Yes, older people, like from like 35 upwards. How do you feel in this industry? Do you feel like fish out of water? How are you networking, or I think
Navigating the
navigating the
realities.
realities and just meeting people who are way older who may want to make you feel like omokekere. Do you
I can't
understand
invest with
Yoruba?
you.
Omo
Like,
kekere
why should
ni
I
e-
give you my money?
exactly.
That kind of thing. How are you coping with all of that?
Okay, so I'm actually happy with the brand I signed up with to be a salesperson because the brand is all about Gen Z and millennials in the sense that they are focused on these young people. And me as myself as a Gen Z, I feel it's actually a great opportunity for me because my ideal audience are the Gen Z and millennials. So I really get the older ones come to me to make inquiries about properties, always Gen Zs and
Interesting.
Gen Z and millennials.
Ah.
But while going for meetings, conferences, I see people like, this girl is small. What does she knows and all of that. And then I just take them to my Instagram page. Like, okay, this girl knows what she's doing.
I
No.
think this is a point where I also get to
w-
that part.
to
You
check,
know.
I already checked it because I always do my homework because I'm a studious student. Unlike some people I know, like because when you say, I'm actually shocked when you say that your target audience are Gen Zs and millennials because they're the ones who are making inquiries. I'm shocked because I know that Gen Zs they have like currently they have the highest purchasing power, which is like ranging from according to statistics over like $360 million purchasing power. Right, but like when I hear purchasing power, I'm really thinking of anything that has to do with tech and food. I'm not thinking of anything that we're talking about investing in real estate. I'm not thinking about land. I'm not thinking about because even me it was only recently I started thinking that you really need to start looking out to buy land where because I'm like you're already getting to that age where you need to start owning properties. As that when I was 20, 21, 22, I'm sorry, it did not cross my mind. I'm like leave that for my parents and whoever is interested. When I get there, I will cross that bridge. So when you're telling me that those are your target audience, did it come as a because for me this is a culture shock for me. I'm sorry, it's a culture shock. But did it come as a shock to you when you were going into that industry? Did you ever feel like you were going to struggle a bit because the target audience as we well or as we thought was supposed to be older people? So did you come as a shock that your target audience is actually people that you can relate with?
No, I actually saw it coming because those are the people that I actually want to buy from me. Yeah, so first off, they don't know anything about real estate. So maybe they actually know and they think that real estate investing is all for older
Other
people, our
people.
parents, our grandparents. But our parents and grandparents were once young like us. All
True.
right, they got the property, maybe maybe not the same age we are or the range, somewhere around this age.
Mm.
Now I make young people to realize that investing early is actually a good thing.
Mm.
You have the money, okay, you need to invest. So bringing out those things, telling them this is what you're meant to do by educating them, like what I do on my Instagram page, okay, they learn and then they come to make inquiries about it and then
And here we are. And you're also making the money. Tell us about this profession as it is and how lucrative it is for people who are in it. I know that you do an amazing job of connecting people to properties and investment opportunities in the real estate industry. But how is it something that someone can sit down and say this is my profession? Do you believe that?
yes. Well, I'm a student,
Mm-hmm.
so if you ask me right now, I'm not fully into it because I still have school.
Mm.
I mean, if there was no school,
To be a
what's your
full-time
occupation?
job.
I'm a real estate entrepreneur.
Ah.
That is it.
But that's a place you intend going into.
Yes.
Wait,
it's-
sorry, just to be sure, you said entrepreneur, not agent.
No,
What's the
it's
difference?
actually the classy name.
Mm. Because I also hear people say I'm a real estate professional. Some say I'm a real estate entrepreneur, right? Some say I'm a real estate
Consultant.
consultant, right? So
Yeah.
they're like different names. I think it's all about how you feel about what
Packaging.
what you
Yeah.
get, yeah. How you feel about the aspect you want to focus on and what you want to name the aspect that you want to focus on in real estate. So you are looking at it from the angle of being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So what's your biggest deal so far?
Do you put it on the spot? Love
Yes.
it. What's your biggest deal so far? Let me know how much I'm going to bill you.
All right. So around the ending of last year, okay,
I love good love stories.
we're having a
together.
discount
Okay.
and started pushing it out and all of that. December, don't spend all your own money on we outside stuff and all. And then someone entered my DM. was like, tell me more about this property. And person was like, I wanted to buy just one plot. I was like, one plot. I know this person capacity. So one plot is not going to be enough. You're looking at acres. Okay, acres.
My girl.
Acres. Okay. Let's go for. And I said, 1 acre is not okay. That wealth comes as a result of compounding effect.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
okay. Makes sense. Like, why not 2 acres? Because of the higher return on investment. And then that was how I got the property for 48 million naira.
Moya, what are you doing with your life again?
My
Remind me.
girl.
Remind me what you're doing with your life
My
now.
girl, and let me,
Forget-
let me calculate. Wait, first, let me calculate the commission. So that's like maybe you now got 10% commission on 48 million. That's like 4.8 million.
Can I call you auntie or ma or because I did see you're my older sister.
Am I wrong? I know how to calculate commission on this too.
Because I did
So.
see that you're my older sister.
Oh, yeah, and it could be 12% like that, but I know the least is 10% on land.
Yeah, it's 10%.
It's 10%. Shoot me. So you got whooping 4.8 million naira just by
But
being
I'm
on your
assuming-
phone and talking to someone who entered your DM.
Yes, I would not just say it's by luck, because I felt that the person, while we were talking, the person was like, he has been watching me since I started, and I started selling real estate January,
Wow.
and I closed that deal December. So I've been consistent. I've been putting myself out there. Okay, I'm selling real estate. Like, once you come on WhatsApp status, you must see my story. It's faith you are seeing. It's faith you are seeing about real estate. So that was the kind of thing that built into his head that made him come to my DM and also trusted, because I not just put out flyers that I should come and buy a particular property. I also educate you on why you should buy, things you need to know, tips, what you need to avoid. Also, land titles, everything just about land. So that was how I was able to close that deal. I just feel that if I had given up because I wasn't seeing results, if I had given up maybe May, June, okay, there's no result. I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and I'm not seeing anything. That guy would have bought from somebody else, or he might not have actually bought at all. I would have not gotten that deal. But because I was consistent, I was able to get the deal and close it.
Passion. I love
Yeah,
it. Consistency. It's all given. It's giving the Gen Z blood. It's giving I am Gen
Actually,
Z and I
yeah.
know what I want, because again, oftentimes we've spoken about Gen Zs in this on this couch, and one thing we'll always reiterate over and over again is when you see a Gen Z that knows what they want, they go all
They
out
go
for
all
it.
out, yeah.
And that's what you've shown us today again, especially thinking that it's in a profession that we've not even ever spoken about on this couch before. Maybe just once when we
this
met
guy.
I'm sure you know who I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Do you know? I know his name.
I know his name.
I know his name.
Gege,
Gege.
right? Yes, we talked about real estate once and investment.
investment.
One were with a guest called Gege, and bringing that back to someone who is actually doing the business right now is so inspiring. And of course, I know what it feels like hitting those big deals in real estate, because I know that I've had the opportunity to also experience that. But looking at it, what would you say are some of the challenges that you've had to encounter that you're just probably feeling like, are you sure this is something I want to do over and over again?
Okay. First off, it starts with how I started my journey. Okay, the beginning was so rough. All right, so before I started selling real estate, I usually sell digital courses. So I felt that
This guy is a marketer.
I'm telling you,
so I felt
some of us are running away from marketing.
I
Some people are
going
is
into
this
it.
or nothing.
so I felt that how will I transit from selling digital course to selling real estate? Okay. So I was like, okay, Faith, you have to choose between this or that. And then I decided to choose real estate. Okay. I dropped digital courses and I started selling real estate. So putting out content, nothing. Sometimes I will have 0 views. Sometimes I'll be like, Faith, is this thing for you? You should have just stayed with the courses that you are doing. And all, I just kept on pushing. And my mentor too would come once in a while, would talk to me like, your Faith, you are doing well. Don't worry. Things you are hoping for, they are going to come. Just keep on being consistent. So I felt that, okay, so someone is there. Someone has gone through this journey. He's also a Gen Z, actually.
Ah.
Yeah. So
Why do I feel like I know who you're talking about? But go ahead. Do you want to mention him? Go ahead.
okay, so keep on talking to me that yes, I can do it. He has done it. I can do it. No one has 2 heads and all of that. So I felt that was the only time I encountered struggles in my journey. And I'm not even done with the journey, sir. I'm still on
You
it.
just
We
started,
just
girl,
started.
because you're gonna
Exactly.
bond. So, what are some of those fancy things that real estate has brought your way apart from the commission? Because I know that there are always reward, like incentives, trips, and all that stuff. Have you experienced all of that?
All right. So as a realtor, okay, yes, different brands actually have things they give their top selling realtors
Mm.
at the end of the year. Sometimes it might be a package, okay, a package with an award and some
Mm-hmm.
gift,
Mm-hmm.
or trip to a particular place.
Or even car.
Yeah, car.
Mm.
But so far I have gotten a package with an award
Mm.
inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Mm.
And
that's
that's just barely 1 year
One
you
year. That's
started.
like you're doing
yeah.
so great.
Mm-hmm.
So, like as a realtor right now,
Mhm.
what would you say is your primary, for lack of better words, assignment? So I know that you aim to sell properties, right? But is that what you're primarily after, or more of educating your clients as to why it is important to invest in property?
Okay, so I feel that if you go to my page, I rarely talk about come and buy.
Mm.
Everything is just about educating because they need to know what they are buying. It's not like you are going to the supermarket to go and buy ice cream.
Mm.
Okay, you need to know what you are buying. So my main aim is to educate, and then when I educate, I won't even be the one that will tell you to come and buy.
You'll
They
be
will
the
be the
one
ones
to
to say,
calm
I
yourself,
need to
yeah.
get this thing. I need to get it. It is very, very important for me. Yeah, so that is it.
Mm, interesting.
Very
Because the
interesting.
way she's talking now, person will just drop your money and come and buy land.
It's the confidence for me. It's the I know what I'm doing vibe that I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
from everything she's saying. But looking at it, I know that there are so many young people who wish they are probably they have the knowledge that you have. And back in the day when they talk about entrepreneurship, a lot of people would usually see from the angle of maybe you want to be a baker, you want to be a shoemaker. It's always around the line of what you can do with your hand. But the world is shifting. The opportunities
Yeah.
that you don't necessarily have to get into, you have to go physical, as the case
Yeah.
is, as like we used to have it, like cake making, you have to do all
Mm-hmm.
those hard work. Now it's about the knowledge and the skill, that you're able to blend together to bring in something that would work for you. And that's what you've been able to do. So do you want to talk a bit about that, finding those spaces, finding those opportunities, and understanding that the world is shifting and you have to shift with it? How did you realize your own, apart from people coming to say, oh, do you want to make money, come and try this? How would you say you got attracted into that space, and how did you move along with that
All right.
train? Yeah.
So in 20, okay, back in secondary school, I always knew I was going to be a big person.
Ah.
I don't know how.
This girl.
It is given. I know who I am. Ain't
Anna,
nobody gonna change my mind about it.
say I'm going to be a big person.
But I just don't know
Listen.
how it's going to
Mm.
happen. All right. So in 2021, I think, yeah, 2021, December 25th on Christmas Day. So I was just scrolling through Twitter. It was called Twitter then. Now it's X. I was just scrolling through Twitter, and then I saw a particular ad, alright, talking about how we can make money selling digital courses. I was like, okay, let me try this because they were calling big money and all of that.
Mhm.
And I wanted to make money, yo. As a Gen Z as I am, let me make the money. So I begged my mommy for the money for the course.
Mm.
Okay, the course was around like 6,500, and I didn't have money. I had to beg her. I rolled on the floor. I begged for her. I thought, Mom, please, I'll give you this money, but I'll give it times 10.
Times 10K.
And actually, I got the course that night because it was ending that night on
Mm.
Christmas Day.
Mm.
So from there, I started learning about how to sell. And I feel that the greatest skill that someone can ever get in this life is sales and marketing. How to sell. That is the greatest skill. I feel that if you have that skill as a person, there's nothing in this world that you can sell. You cannot sell, I mean. Because I came across a pastor, was talking, he knows how to sell. Was like, he knows how to sell to the extent that he can sell a wheelchair to someone that is standing.
Mm.
Hmm.
Right. So at that point, I was like, okay, when I realized that sales and marketing is a very, very good skill, which I can use to transition into any industry, I feel like anytime. I can just go, okay, I don't want to sell this, I want to sell this. And I'll thrive because I know how to sell and how to market.
Mm.
So I started building up that skill, okay, because it's a very, very good skill, like I said earlier. I started building it up, building it from 2021 down to this point. I've not stopped. So when I started selling the courses, yes, I was making money from it. So when I heard about real estate, how I can make money selling real estate as a student, I was like, okay, I have the skill. Let's go into it. And it wasn't hard for me at all because I already know what to do. Why people were finding it hard to like navigate through the okay, how will I get clients? How will I get prospects? How will I get people? For like, okay, this is where I am in. This is what I am meant to do. This is
Mm.
where I am meant to go. And of course, it was actually right from even not just from my own knowledge because while in the industry doing real estate, I also got courses. Sometimes I would even use my last cash to get some particular things and all of that. I need that knowledge. I need knowledge. I need to improve my skill to be better at what I do.
So you got two important skills:
Yes.
Marketing and
marketing and
selling.
selling sales, and those skills have taken you from one transition
To
to
the other.
another. You know, the first being sale of digital products to selling real estate. So it means that you did not just go into real estate; you brought important skills
Skills.
into
Yeah.
real estate. Real estate is more like um, an opportunity for you to use the skills that you already have to get results that you hope to get. I think
Yes.
that's really
Yeah.
beautiful. I really think that's beautiful. And as we begin to draw our conversation and thought home right now, right? I know that the money is one thing that you've been talking about a lot of times as we're having the conversation. You talked about how you've always wanted to be a big person, make the money and all of that. If the money is not coming, what would you think would be your motivation to stay in the game?
All right. So I thought about that before I started selling properties. I was like, okay, if money is not coming, what's what is my why? Okay, why
Mm.
am I doing this? And I was like, I sat down. It was a very, very long while. Like, okay, because money was the only thing that was coming to my head. And I was like, okay, I find joy when I see people like me. They don't just only flaunt expensive things, expensive bags and watch and
Mhm.
cars. They can flaunt their lands also.
Mm.
Okay,
Right.
rather than flexing the club, come and flex with land.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, so I derive joy when I see a young person like me, or even older than me, millennials, they have properties. So it gives me joy to see that, okay, these people, they know what they are doing. Even if they don't have the property yet, they have the education, because that
Right.
is what I'm doing. I'm giving out content,
Mhm.
education on
Mhm.
Education.
how you can get property or things you need to know. Everything just about real estate and how it's going to be a life changer for you. So
Wow.
that was like the drive aside the money.
Wow, interesting. Faith.
Very, very
Thank you so
interesting.
much. I mean, I've learned a few things from what you said, and most importantly, you need to pursue after knowledge
Yes.
Mm.
because you need to pursue after knowledge, and you need to gain a skill set that can help you in whatever industry you find yourself in.
Mm.
And for you, that was sales and marketing. And I totally agree with you about sales and marketing because when you have sales and marketing, everyone will want you because they know that you would in return bring
Bring value.
value to them,
Mm.
bring value, bring customers, bring money, bring clients, and whatnot, which is basically a return on investment for them,
Uh-huh.
right? Thank you so much, Faith, for
Thank you.
coming to join us. Just before we wrap up, what are your words of advice to Gen Zs like you who are it might not just be for real estate but who are seeking to go into a new territory, that a territory that is not so familiar for them or
Mhm.
that is not being associated with your generation? Like I said, when I hear about your generation, I'm thinking technology and digital. So for someone who is going a different route like you did, even though you're also using digital to promote what you're doing, what would and so it kind of like feels like a new territory for them, what would be your advice?
All right. So you need to know what you are doing. Okay. Knowledge is actually key. Knowledge is key in whatever you want to do. Okay, know what you want to do, and I feel you should go for it. And also find someone that can be there for you,
Mm.
like a mentor, an accountability partner.
Mm.
It's really necessary. And also a community, because community actually helped me in
Mm.
this journey of mine. Community that will be there for you when you're like, okay, this thing is not working well for me. What can I do? They'll be there to cheer you up. Okay, you're going the wrong way. All right, this is what you need to do. All right, so I feel that community matters. Community, accountability partner. Your accountability partner might actually be your mentor, or sometimes might not be your mentor. So those three are actually important. But a mentor is key.
Is
Very,
important.
very
Yeah,
important.
very important. All right. So I guess that's what you need, and be consistent and know that your
Consistency.
dreams are valid.
Very valid.
Yes, don't let anybody tell you anything. Your dreams are valid.
Like I used to say back when I was in high school, secondary school, I'm gonna be a superstar. So I can relate when she says I'm gonna be a big person. Because that's how superstars do think. We do think the way we do think.
No comment. No
They
comment.
were expecting us to pass by.
But thank you, Faith. Like your name, it shows that you're really taking leap of faith, and
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that you know, continue to find clarity on your journey. I hope that you find people who would continue to hold your hands, and I hope that you make a lot of money.
Yeah. And, I hope to see you. I definitely will see you on Forbes 20. Is that 20 on the 20 for Forbes?
No, I
Or
think it's
just
like
40
30.
30,
Yeah,
I
30
definitely
under 30.
very soon we'll see you on Forbes 30 on the
Like
30.
The sales
know,
guru.
Exactly. The real estate entrepreneur.
The Gen Z,
The Gen Z
real estate entrepreneur.
The Gen Z who is changing the
Narrative.
the game in the real in
Mm.
the there's a
That's how we
shower.
carve headline.
Bro, I can't wait.
We can't wait to see you fly. And we hope that a lot of young people would learn from this to do something right now, because you can't wait for tomorrow. You can't wait till you're out of school. You can't wait till you become, what they used to call yourself, working class. Get into that space where you are in the labor market. No. You can do something from right now, even before you get into that space. So that's before you know it, you start getting clarity and skills that you need to wave the tides when you eventually get out of
Exactly.
university or even the labor market, like they call it. I remember that nobody's waiting for anybody now these days. Everybody is trying to do something to change the narrative, and of course to be a helping hand,
Right.
as the case is, to your parents, to your spouse, to your friends, to your loved ones. Everybody wants to be a helping hand, and you need to start making those wise choices from right now. From the world of
Yeah.
faith, you gotta be somebody.
Be somebody,
Be-
and we
be a
also want to, we need
superstar.
to applaud the school for
Uh-huh.
bringing this into the system that kind
Yes.
of just sparked her interest.
Yes.
Because education is not always limited to the four walls of the classroom
Mhm.
and to whatever course of study or field that you're in. It is a world where you can be exposed to
A lot of
diverse
things.
lots,
I
like
feel feel.
diverse
I
and
mean,
lots
it's
of
Lagos
opportunities.
State University.
Bro.
It's an environment that
Bro.
enables you. From
Listen-
someone who got
listen,
2
bro.
degrees from that university,
Listen, bro, we
I
did not
cannot
say
be
that
just
your we
proud
did not
of
say
them.
that your
No,
alma
let
mater.
us limit
We did not
it.
say that your
That
alma
is-
mater
that
did
is
not
where the
do what they're supposed to.
conversation is
I say
going
school.
to.
We need to
No,
applaud
it's not
schools
all
and we need
schools.
to encourage
It's
schools.
not all
Okay, can we
schools.
encourage other schools?
It's not all schools
Can
that
we
used
encourage
to do it.
other
No,
schools to do it?
accept first.
What,
Accept first.
Guys, can
It's
you
not
see
all
that
schools
this-
that
this
that
as
have
if giving
enabling
headache?
environment. Some
Father
schools did not
Lord.
accept extracurricular activities.
So
Some
can we-
schools did not used to accept programs in their school. But Lagos State University that me I know, they allow people to come into the school. And
Okay.
that's how faith met our helpers.
Have you let it all out? Have you let it out? Do you feel free?
Jealousy,
Do you feel
I
free
don't-
light?
I don't
as
feel
light-
lighter. You're
like
not
my niece-
charity.
Like my niece is
You're
saying,
not
I'm as
charity.
light as a feather.
No, but really, kudos to universities,
Yeah.
basically universities, because again, from secondary school, it's still the whole world ahead. But
Yeah.
when you see the tertiary institutions that allow for some of this opportunity, it's important that we give kudos to them, especially Lagos State University.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Praise the
God
Lord.
bless. All right, we have to go. Faith, we cannot see you win those trips to Zanzibar, to Dubai, to the US, the UK, and get all those big commissions. And of course, help more people stay enlightened and help
Yeah.
them reach fulfillment with their real estate goals. I'll be looking out for you. In
And
fact,
when you go for
off
that
the
trip
microphone,
to Zanzibar,
there are
call me.
conversations we are going to have.
When you are going for that trip to Zanzibar, call me. That's one of my dream places I want to go to. So you just slot me
No,
into your
dear.
Kiloma.
You patronize our
Okay,
first.
so she Mumbai sorry. She
Patronize her.
Mumbai sorry.
Patronize
She
her
Mumbai
first.
sorry. Is it
So
you
that
I'm
she will
talking
now
to?
wi-
Oh
so
my
let
lord.
it be client
Okay. Oh
incentive,
my
Abi.
lord
Client
Jesus.
incentive. Tell her to buy land so that she will win client incentive to Zanzibar. Come on, Mama Muelo
She
Zanzibar.
will take. Is it your money? I'm
Nonsense,
just go to
nonsense
Zanzibar.
and ingredients.
Is it your money? I'm just going to
You
Zanzibar.
people,
See,
Jare,
haters gotta hate.
Come
Potatoes
and
gotta
buy
potatoes.
land and
Abi
real
potato
estate
Delhi.
investment from my girl. She's your plug, okay? Thanks, and God bless.
Yes,
Faith, how do
thank
they
you so
reach you on
much.
social media?
All right. On Instagram, I'm Faithy the Gen Z Realtor. FAITHY Gen Z Realtor. Did I spell it well?
Right.
FAITHY. Yeah.
E.
THE.
Okay, THE.
Okay, FAITHY. As in the
Yeah.
Gen Z Realtor.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll definitely be looking out for you and we wish you all the best on your journey.
Thank you.
Okay, you see, you can be everything you want to be. You can
And
be the
more.
Gen Z Realtor and you can also be the chemistry graduate because I know that Faith is definitely going to make us proud on all grounds,
grounds,
because,
right.
again,
Yeah.
at the end of it, it's not just about doing one thing anymore. We're in a world where you have endless possibilities to
Possibilities.
explore.
Right.
And that's how we wrap up the conversation today. We hope that you stay inspired, whether you're a Gen Z, a millennial, a boomer, whatever category you fall into. The goal is to stay inspired with all of our conversation right here on the yeyetalk podcast. Till next time when we come your way, it's the 6th, not my 6th for today because she's the 6th. She has decided to be a bone in my throat. So yeah.
Oh, please. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is where we draw the curtains on today's show. It has been an amazing run.
Uh-huh.
See you guys sometime soon.
Yes. Sometime soon. Till next time. Bye. Catch up with us across social media platforms. See you. My name is Moyo.
And I'm Midday.